Alright, hey everyone, anthon-patapon here, and today we're going to do another part of Ape Quest for the Sony PSP. Unfortunately, the audio got messed up again, and because it's Bandicam and I had the I had both the audio and the commentary synced, those two synced together. Unfortunately, they didn't do as well with that as that with the game video because for some reason, the game tends to speed up and slow down on the actual video. Like it either speeds up or slows down on certain transitions, and it just messed up the whole. It basically messed up an hour of my work, and I only managed to work down like half of. I managed to work down like little under half of that within just editing because really half of it was just me going through the dungeon to level up easier. I only got like 2 or 3 level ups out of that. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is, I'm definitely switching my software from that. Definitely switching my software from Bandicam to either Actorios or Fraps. They managed to do a better job. And the thing is, you see that? You saw that right there? It speeds up at random times. It can't handle fast motion on remote joy light. And don't say this is Remote Joy Lite itself messing up like this. I've recorded, like I said before, with DX20 or Fraps. DX, their commentary is syncing. I mean, the game audio and stuff is synced and all. But I'm not gonna sync my commentary with it anymore. I'm just gonna use Audacity like I do, like any stuff I use for my capture card. Anyway, what in this part here? Enough with that. I'm just so upset about how much effort I put into this video, only for it to screw up like that. And this is not Remote Droid Lite's fault, it's Bandicam's. It literally screwed up the entire video base in one go. So, anyway, while I'm trying to calm down here. Oh, okay. I don't know, I'm calm again. In this part, all we're doing is just trying to get all the way to get to Apetron Blue. What we're also doing is that we're trying to get also one more member out of the chapter of Blue. I managed to forget to get him. So I think there's 4 in every chapter, not including the prologue, which only had 1. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I just kept the rest of it because I just got tired of editing this. I just couldn't keep going. So I just had to stop. I just had to remove the audio and just stop the video editing up to the point where I go to the dungeon. That's the only time where I had to edit out the footage because that would have taken too long, and you've already seen it on the dungeons playthrough. But that's pretty much it. So I skipped all the way over here next to Mount Cloudberry Summit, which is where you need to find this one guy. He's around the Mount Cloudberry Summit area. And that's pretty much it. He's just near that area. Alright, so now that we just go through this, here's where I think I stopped editing until I got up to, yeah, I think this is where I stopped editing the video. Yep, I stopped editing because yeah, I just lost it. I just really lost it. It bothered me so much to see how much of my effort has been wasted. I just couldn't go on with it. Oh, it is just so very exhausting. And the thing is, I still have to put this in like 30 something minutes. So I have to find a way to put post commentary in the 30 minutes on this as well. So in order to add insult to injury, I have to do this. I mean, yes, I could just try to keep editing, but I just got very exhausted and I thought there was no more points into doing so. But still, it just got very exhausting. Uh, all the awesome audio in the game that I was able to hear on the raw footage got desynced when I tried either using Virtual Dub, not Bandicam, Virtual Dub, Cyberlink Power Director 12 Ultra, or even Camtasia. Some would say, oh, why don't I just try Vegas Pro? Yeah, guess what? Vegas Pro would do it even worse. Anyway, now before I start ranting on about video editors, oh, here's the next part where I'm basically trying to get to this one guy, but it's just killing me. Look at this. They're just throwing every item they can possible at me before I can even reach to the guy. And then there's a certain part where after I went in the dungeon, I got back out, and then basically, that's it. But we're not there yet. We still gotta talk to the guy. Oh yeah, I am feeling a little bit cooler now. Yes, guys, you actually heard that, by the way, when I said it earlier. I'm actually preferring Actorios, a software I promise I never use for the Fusion or EPSXC or even Desmume. I never thought I'd hear the day where I say Actorios is better than Bandicam by the long run. Uh, and you guys know I don't like the software. But you know what? I'm digressing from this. No one needs to hear me complaining about it. It's already bad enough that I wasted so much of my video editing and stuff and recording and I just can't describe it. I just can't. Anyway, here's what I'm talking about. I'm starting to reach out to the dungeon and then afterwards I said go to Apetron Blue. That's where I did pretty much the most editing too because like I did not want anyone else to see. I mean the most not the most editing, the most cutting. Uh oh yeah, there's this one riddle where you're supposed to ask if two bananas had two bananas each. I mean two apes had two bananas each. You always answer two because they're gonna say no ape can go 5 minutes without eating one. Oh, look at that. Word by word. Anyway, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to say on this because all the commentary I had on this is lost. Pretty much most of the stuff I've already said on it that was actually good, a lot better than what I'm saying now, is gone. The only good thing I could talk about now is how awesome my gameplay was on this thing before Bandicam started freaking out on the high motion. It can't handle fast motion. Heck, I could be using them. If I had a computer with that, I could be using Nvidia instead of this. It's that bad. It's bad. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to vent out my anger without going too far to it. Like I'm trying to just throw in curse words and stuff like that. There is no way I consider throwing curse words a good way to vent out anger. And whenever I'm jumping, it always tends to screw up like everything. It's basically almost every action I'm doing, and I died in one of these plants. It was this one. I got a little too quick on it. Anyway, sorry, but like I just don't believe in how like this video just got screwed over like this. This is a good video, especially since we were going to reach out to the part where we're going to fight the Apetron Blue, which is actually the important part of this game. We're supposed to reach out to the guy, one of the three Apetron that we're supposed to beat. If you guys remember the Peepatron in Ape Escape Prompt and Prime. But anyway, here's where I cut out from the dungeon. I leveled up a little bit, got some stuff out of it, but they weren't really worth it, so I thought I'd trade them or sell them or combine them later. Which I did, by the way. And now I try to get the Atron Blue. Here, I probably would have did some more editing if I didn't get so upset with the commentary and the audio desyncing. Ugh. I honestly can't. I really don't want to keep commentating anymore on this because I had to do like a whole 37 minutes on it, and it's not live. But the thing is, I have to because there's a cutscene that happens in the end, near the end of this video, which kills it. It just kills it. Ugh. I could be ending it right now. I could be like taking very small clips of the video, like clip, clip, clip. Here's the clip of me getting to the ape team member. Here's the next clip of me trying to go through the dungeon instead of the actual game. Here's a clip of me doing Apetron Blue. Here's the clip of me doing the cutscene. Yeah, that probably would have been a smarter idea than just waiting for it to screw up like this. Oh, and there's also this one clip right here where you're trying to get to the where you're getting to the gate. But no, I don't want to do that. It's just I just got really exhausted, tired, frustrated, angered, whatever other word you could say. Exhausted. I think I already said that. Exasperated? I don't think that's a word I could say. It's a real word, but I don't know. I'm just mad right now. But you know what? I gotta stop talking like this. No one wants to hear a mad LPer on this, unless it's for funny's sake. But even then, it's just pretty much for character. Alright. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, if I can even reach out to the boss, is that there was also a ton of battle story, as you can see. I only edited out like half of the battles from the very start of the video. It didn't help out too much because now I'm still stuck having to fight these guys and the Apetron Blue. And let me tell you, the Actron Blue was no joke in this video. I didn't die from him, but that was just no joke. Oh dear God. I just can't believe why, Bandicam? I trusted you so. Let's just say I trusted you so. How could you screw up on me like this? After so long, you only had one job. In fact, you had, have, and will have, hopefully, one job to do, which is just simply record the footage that I show and or receive to you. It probably wouldn't have been a better, you know what? It probably would have been a better idea in my case if I just did a rectangle. Yeah, the rectangle on the screen, like you know the rectangle where you pull down on one spot and you get the whole rectangle on it. I probably would have done that instead of encoding inside the what is it, the remote joy light software, which ended up getting sped up transition and stuff. It got so very exhausting. And even then, it probably would have got desync anyway. Like I said way back, I probably would have done myself a bit more justice and just simply, what is it? And just simply do it with Audacity so I could still have the live commentary but no audio. And that sounds bad enough as it is. But no, instead, let's also get bad, decent commentary. So that means we're basically sitting here. Well, actually, I'm basically sitting here doing post commentary on a video that was over an hour. And it only had, well, okay, really 37 minutes if you don't count the dungeon again. Which is basically 37 minutes wasted on this, on which was live commentary and synced with the game audio. So it was basically an all or nothing on this. It's basically all or nothing on one separate part, and it clears that I got nothing out of that. Nothing. I mean, yes, I got the video, but what's the point of the video if you can't hear any music? This is a modern game where where people want to hear music in the game. I mean, imagine a game like Super Mario Galaxy that had no music and like no sound effect whatsoever. You don't hear Mario, you don't hear cutscenes, you see nothing but the gameplay itself. Basically like the older days. But no. Uh, I'm just glad to just get this out of the way. And that's something I thought I'd never hear myself say on a video or anything like ever. As it shows, it's killing me. Anyway, we're going to. I gotta stop. I gotta stop this. This is very. This has gone very bad to where it's me just basically venting out my anger on Bandicam, which I will remove after this video is finished from commentary. Basically, all I'm doing is just going through mini games, the ones that I do show and some that I don't show, even some of the fights I don't show. I reach out to the dungeon, I get one tag name from an Ape team member, and then the part you're going to see is going to be Apetron Blue, and then after, or rather, if I, oh no, I already beat him. After I beat him, there will be a cutscene activated if you enter, if you beat either the chapter of Apetron Blue or Apetron Gold. Either one of those two will do in order to activate the cutscene. You can't do both at the same time, unfortunately. Well, actually, no, not unfortunately, because if you did do two at the same time, you're basically dead. But anyway, here I am, almost there, just grasping for air to finish this. I was like, oh, please, I'm right there. I was so mad that this thing just messed up. Trust me, I'm not touching Bandicam like this ever again. DX and Fraps, you've actually managed to find a way to be better than Bandicam. I don't know how it's possible, but I guess it's a blue moon now. It's gonna be a blue moon tonight, or it's Friday the 13th early, or better yet, the planets are aligning again. All right, so here's the guy I'm talking about, Apetron Blue. This guy, like I said before, this guy is no joke. He does not just die like in one hit, like a lot of people think I did, like way back. Remember, that was way back, and that was just supposed to be easy. Like, bam, killed him. At some point later in the game, I'm gonna be tougher than even like Apetron Red before I even get there. And what the heck? Oh, alright. Now, as I was saying, this guy is no joke. He throws a ton of attacks at you. He really does some damage at you. That's it. Basically, your average RPG boss. But the thing that kind of bothers me is that, and this goes back to the Bandicam thing again. But I'm a lot calmer now. Basically, since the thing is gone, you won't be able to hear the intensity I was feeling when I was playing this. I was actually getting worried that I might actually lose this battle. I actually felt the suspense in this. Not now, since I've already played through the game, witnessed the video, and seen me beat this guy. It's like you're watching a vid. It's like basically you watch a game of you beating a game. It's just unspeakable. It's just kind of boring, if you ask me. It's kind of like with post comment. It's like with me doing post commentary right now. It's just boring. I'm just sitting here talking about the game when I'm supposed to be doing about like talking about the game and playing it at the same time, having fun with the game, showing off the reactions I have, and the intensity of the battle as it's supposed to be if you're playing this for the first time. But no. But you know what? Like I said, I really got to find a stopping point for that. Anyway, I just got really upset. Just fought this guy, beat him up with the technique and the Ape team members. Hoping that I beat him in one point because I was like, oh my god, he's really doing some damage on me. I gotta hurry up before he kills me. Alright, gotta call in the last move, the Ape team. And I'm not sure if this did it or another technique did it. I'm not sure. Either way, I was not going to get any points out of this. Oh, I got experience and chips out of this, but they're nothing really. Yep, that did it. 18 beaten. Don't worry, he's not dead if you want to continue beating him up. Well, he's dead out of the here anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. He's done, he's beaten, we're done with this, so we don't have to worry about it again. And ugh. Here's the cutscene. This is where the king is worrying about me, basically. He's worrying if I'm still doing my stuff, and he just doubts me. Seriously, this guy has no faith for his own son. How does a father be a king if he doesn't even have a rule of people if he doesn't even have faith for his own son? Anyway, he looks out the window and sees the peaceful night, sees a peaceful day, as if I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, oh my god, I'm actually saving the world. But then over there is where you see Chapter of Red. By the way, in Chapter of Red, you can only activate Chapter of Red by beating either Blue or Chapter of Gold. So basically, if you want the Chapter of Red, you still have to own one of the two. By the way, you see this cutscene about like, oh, cutscene. You see this thing about like, let's see, one, two, three, maybe four times. But that's pretty much it. I think this is near the end of the video. Thank goodness. I actually want to hurry up this video because I don't want to see it again. Oh, God. Oh yeah, afterwards I was like, okay, I got everything I needed done. I'm done here. I also tell you that at that point you need the chapter of blue or gold to beat the chapter of red and basically beat the game. Which doesn't make much sense because you have to basically buy DLC just to beat the game normally. And okay, maybe it's not DLC necessarily. No, it is DLC because you can only get one of the chat. You don't need to get the chapter of blue or gold, but if you want to beat the game, you need to have at least two of the three chapters. So that's still DLC. But fortunately, I had enough to go for the whole bundle and just get the game. And trust me, it was well worth it. I promise you, next part you are not going to see anything like this. You are not going to see me doing another post-commentary part over some stupid software that's deciding to screw me up over desyncing again. Uh, Trust me, I will be, I will be free from something like that ever again. Uh, I know how, now I know how Zero Suit Yellowfish feels about this. The only thing though is that he does his in post commentary. His videos are post commentary. He actually somewhat he actually enjoys some post commentary because well he actually does it with someone to be fair. But this is just far beyond unexcusable for a software I've been using for literally over 2 years now to screw up me up like this. And this is not the only channel that I used this with. This is what I was going to use for the Paradox scene for like Ape Escape for on a PS1 emulator because you know I don't my PS3 doesn't like my PS3 has PS1 compatibility, but unfortunately for whatever reason Ape Escape is not considered one of the PS1 classics. And but I did hear about the PS4 having a PS1 and PS2 emulation. I honestly wonder what that's going to be like. But back on the actual video, which is already ruined at this point. I don't honestly. You know what? I honestly don't know what to say anymore. After this, we're going to go into what, like the chapter of gold. I use. That's it. You know what? I don't want to spoil it any more than I just did. You can buy some. Oh yeah, you can buy Smithy tickets from the shop. When you go to the gate, you no longer see the prologue because once you beat it, chapter red is the prologue, but you're going it backwards and extended. I won't say much upon it because I can't. I mean, not because I can't, but because I don't want to spoil it too much. Even though I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen it. Alright. And then, when you get to the third one, I mean the second one, which is the chapter of gold, just like with this one had no music. And like this video now has no music. Uh, you basically just go through what you did. Like you activate the music, you activate the dungeons, and then you just simply just finish what you did and get out. That's it. Nothing else to say on it. Nothing specific. That's all. I am so upset over this. God. Alright. At least, uh, you know what? I'm tired. I'm really tired. I don't want to continue. I don't want to continue boring myself with this commentary anymore. Uh, I finished what I needed to finish saying. So this is Actorios 64 signing out. If you actually managed to bear listening to me constantly complaining, um I commend you. I congratulate you. I would actually give you a hug in real life, saying, "Okay, thank you for putting up with my mere complaining and whining and utter and constant like that." But uh, I'm just so tired that this fucking software just screwed everything. This fucking software. Okay, I'm now done.